I guess just to get off rip, like what got you into politics, man? Because when I watch your show, like it's very like inspirational as well as like satisfying to see. And like I just want to know what got you, into politics and into this the fray and everything and all that.
To be honest, I don't really know what it was that got me always interested in like elections and everything, other than like thinking about what's best for humanity, right? Like ever since I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, Bush is bad, right? In elementary
Mhm.
school and all that. And then like with Barack Obama against John McCain, I was like, yeah, McCain's bad. He's like Bush. Just really surface level. But then after 8 years of Obama, I could just tell nothing's really changing in the country
Mhm.
since the Bush years. So I was thinking, what could it be? Like, is it really just the Republicans that are making things harder for Barack Obama to get anything done, really? And then Bernie Sanders really opened my eyes with how corporations own our politicians. And then that introduced me to channels like TYT. We know what kind of journalists they are now, what kind
Yeah.
of pundits they are now, but that was that gateway for me to find other channels. Like I found Humanist Report, Kyle Kalinske, the Jimmy Dore Show. I no longer listen to the former two, but from there I started meeting different people. Um, I thought that there needed to be more voices out there. There was a lot of great rational voices around 2018, like Nico House, and I felt like there wasn't enough of them. So during the 2019 to 2020 election, I started thinking maybe I should have a channel or something, right, to help spread more awareness, because there's not enough people out there like that. So I joined my friend's podcast, Pedro and Brooks from HMO podcast. They talked about sports and pop culture stuff, and I thought, hey, I mean, politics, like it's news stuff, and a lot of people our age are starting to become more politically aware. Why don't we
Mhm.
start to apply some more political news on the show, and I can help you guys out. So we did that for a bit, and I started getting really into it. A lot of my content started overwhelming the channel, I guess. So I thought that because with politics, like there's so much to talk about. You can make a video about almost any news that comes out.
It's crazy
Uh,
how much it bleeds into other things too that people really don't realize at all. Like how much
yeah,
it bleeds into
pol
yeah,
yeah. Politics controls all our lives. Like whether it's in sports, entertainment, politics is everywhere.
exactly.
So yeah, that's the origin story for Frank Analysis.
Word, man. I guess it's I see it because I the reason why I asked that is because like my journey has been so like up and down, like def left and right, like literally and metaphorically in the same sense. Because growing up, I grew up in a black household. It was always like Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. And then when Obama came around, it was just like, the first black president, like nobody wanted to hear anything negative about him or anything like that. And it took me literally watching like Jimmy Dore one day. And I used to watch TYT. Like me and my friends used to watch it in the background, like, between doing like freestyle raps and everything, smoking weed and everything. We would throw on TYT in the background and everything. And I saw him just going off on Obama one day. Like he called him like a craven maniac or something like that. Just one of his epic rants on Barack Obama. And I was like, all right, let me see what this guy's talking about. And that's when I got into Jimmy Dore. And then eventually like 2016 came and went, and like this crazy guy Trump, who I always thought, I grew up with a hip hop background, so always saw rappers associating with him. Like everybody wanted to be Donald Trump and everything like that,
I
in the
remember
whole hip
that.
hop scheme. Yeah, so it was like seeing him come along and just get so hated for certain shit that I kind of thought similarly to him, like prior to what I learned about now, about what they're pushing about China. I used to have a heavy anti-China stance back then. I was in favor of bringing jobs back to America. He was talking about that. He was basically saying all the right shit, that reached out to me. And then like I've never heard a Republican at the Republican National Convention stand up there and look a Bush in his eye and say, "Hey, the World Trade Center went down under your brother." Just
Yeah.
all the crazy antics this guy did. on top of actually saying some true factual shit as well, like that kind of made me like a semi-Trump supporter. Like it didn't, you wouldn't see me wearing a MAGA hat or going to the rallies or anything, but I was like, you know what, this guy's not too bad. But then it started getting deeper, started seeing more of the same shit. He was doing the same shit Obama was doing, same shit, you know, Bush was doing. So, and that's when I really started like discovering channels like yours more. You know, I was watching Jimmy Dore more, but just getting into the more niche independent media, you know, like seeing you on the ground and everything at protest and seeing a more nuanced take and opinion on things.